Yes, I'm Mary Calvi, and today for Deborah. Brace yourself. That is the word from officials in Florida, where not one but two hurricanes are approaching both coasts. Idalia on one side and Franklin on the other. Les Trent is in Florida.
Oh yeah, Crossfire Hurricane.
Down or getting out of Dodge.
Double whammy. Florida is bracing for impact with two hurricanes bearing down on the state. Idalia on the west coast, Franklin on the east. It's
West Coast!
Sandwich.
Two hurricanes that will be major, likely at the same time.
Here on the northeast coast of Florida and St. Augustine, we'll be feeling the effects of Hurricane Franklin, a monster Category 4 storm that thankfully is tracking far off the coast and is not expected to make landfall. But we will see big surf and dangerous rip currents.
On the west coast, Hurricane Idalia
West Coast!
to the Big Bend of the state Wednesday morning. We spoke to the Weather Channel's Reynolds Wolf.
It looks like it's going to be striking an area that we call the nature coast, where you have a lot of estuaries, a lot of grasslands, very beautiful, beautiful area. Sparsely populated, but in areas where if people stay, they could be cut off.
The tiny island of Cedar Key, population just 700, is in the direct path of Idalia, and meteorologists are predicting a storm surge of at least 6 feet and more.
Maybe even about 9 feet of storm surge. Now this is not survivable.
It's like an aquatic wrecking ball, so to speak. When it moves on shore, it basically pushes everything that's in its path. It could be dwellings, it could be boats that are not properly stored.
All residents ordered to evacuate. Homes are boarded up. A duct tape X on these apartment windows lets officials know they're not occupied. This is going to be a major hurricane. Governor Ron DeSantis today warning everyone to get out while they can. You do not have to leave the state. You don't have to drive hundreds of miles. You have to get to higher ground and a safe structure. A satellite captured this remarkable image of lightning strikes inside the storm as it rages through the Gulf at 14 miles per hour, gathering in strength as it gets closer to land.
So this storm is rolling to the north-northeast, and the full weight and momentum is really loaded on the right side. So even if it's not a direct hit in places like Tampa, St. Pete, highly populated areas, we'll still have high effects. If you get a warning, you get an advisory, follow them to the letter.
The mayor of Tampa warns residents not to be fooled if they wake up Wednesday and see blue skies, because the storm could come at any time. It's a sad sign of the times, but when word came of an active shooter at the University of North Carolina, the students knew exactly what to do. They either sheltered in place